Hey, welcome home, all right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. Well, I do what I do for you. It ain't 3 hours in the morning, but I still do what I do for you right here in my lab. Let's go. I got a good lesson for you today. Hope you enjoy it. Strap it on and get ready. Let's go. Right isn't 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. Message and story for life. These are life lessons. You tune in, receive them. Hope it's helping you in your life because that's the intent. I appreciate you. Let's go. Right Thinker's mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Let you know a little bit something about yourself that you didn't already know. That's what I do for you. Right Thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of obtaining spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission. I'm on that to get all my right thinkers to do just that. Know themselves. It's a beautiful thing. Know thyself is the question every person has to answer for themselves. I'm just the one asking. So you can check yourself on a day-to-day basis. Do you know you? A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. Teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual alarm clock. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. Until my eye be true. Today, we're going to talk about a concept that I just thought about over the couple of days. Title is Right Thinkers. Let's talk about that point of no return with Gnosis. Gnosis is spelled with the Gnosis. Excuse me. It means to know. You got Gnostic Christians who knew for themselves God. Then you got the Christians, the Roman Catholic Christians, who were just told to, all you got to do is believe in Jesus and you're good to go. Okay, I prefer Gnosis. Let's talk about that. Once you become spiritually enlightened from your studies, and you live in your teachers like I did, you will have gnosis of thyself, aka you will know thyself. That's the creed that was left to us. And the original way it started out with the Essenes and the Christians, if you know anything about your history, biblical Bible thumpers, that the Essenes was called Gnostics. I mean, they knew. And they had it all written down, laid out. We got the information, so, that's irrelevant. But my point to this is gnosis. When you know something, you can't go back to being ignorant. No. Once the light go on, don't cut them off. I'm about to freak out, but I'm going to calm down and get the lesson out because that's how I look at it. Don't tell me you got knowledge, you got smart. And one day you just, all right, I want to be smart, and I'm going to go back to being a numbnuts. I'm going to go back to being an a-hole. For some of y'all, that with the knowledge, but my point is, you don't go back down the rabbit hole. It's a one-way deal. So that's the concept of no return. Let's go. The point of no return is when you obtain knowledge, you can't go back to being ignorant. Well, I don't see it conceptually, so it's just my point of view. Let's talk about it. All right, gnosis is what? Knowing thyself, along with having what? Our knowledge of what? God, universe, and nature. With those three things, you're armed and you what? Extremely dangerous to who? Those who might want to oppose you or try to trick you and convince you to taking on a religion or a concept that they telling you, just believe. I'm telling you, just believe. I want you to know for yourself. All I'm doing is leading you to the water. You got to drink it for yourself. And that's what true knowledge is. You know it for yourself. Gnosis. Okay? If you just believe, again, what was told to you, and from our parents, I understand, we took the lessons from the people we loved and believed, telling the truth, teachers, all that. So we understand the belief system. Okay? But when you believe what you told in the Bible, yeah, you will never know yourself. Why? Because it don't get you to know yourself. It just tells you about a whole bunch of other people doing what they're doing. That don't really help you know you. Give me information. Supply me with knowledge that I can use and manifest for myself. That's what right thinking philosophy does. That's what the ancient Egyptians' viewpoint was about religion, living it. If you, watch this, now finding out that you and God are one through what? Studying and experiencing for yourself the grace of what we call God. For yourself. It's things they told us to do, and if you do those things, you will know God for yourself. I'm here to tell you as a witness, a true believer. Why? Because it happened to me. I got the experience. I have Gnosis. I've experienced it for myself. My thing is to teach you. So if you do the thing I'm teaching, you experience it for yourself too. Ain't nobody got no lock on it. Okay, so understand that. Watch this. Now, to know something through what? Experience, not belief, is Gnosis. I can't believe it's the fact. No, I got to have experience. Example, that guy back there. I know that's my father. I don't believe that. No. I know that. Okay. My birth certificate says Joseph Wright. Okay. Anybody read that will believe that Joseph Wright is my father. That's not the true actual fact or the story. So if you don't do your homework or due diligence to find out, you believe that and you're going to be wrong. So no matter how sincere you are, it's still wrong. Truth frees you from being wrong and sincere about being wrong. Plus, you don't know better. If you're ignorant, that's what you fall victim of. When you fall for the well-dressed lie, you're going to fall for, well, I believe. That ain't going to get it done. Here you go. Now, I don't believe he's my father. I know that. Knowledge is what? Learning, gathering information so that what? Gnosis is the end result of you finding out information, manifesting for yourself. Now you got wisdom and understanding, and more important, Gnosis, because you know. I know that if I practice right thinking philosophy and master it, I will have gained Gnosis of self, knowing myself, knowledge of self through what? Experience, practice, learning, and experience to manifest the 3 phases. Yeah. Belief is not based on, what's this? Facts or proof, but just that you believe what somebody is saying. And if you don't check it, that's your problem. I did the checking, okay? I'll peek behind the screen, or so to speak. Or I'm gonna turn up that corner to make sure it's got no tail on the side. So I think I'm curious and I need to know. I'm not gonna just take I'm a little different. A little different. Why? Because I know one thing that's gonna free me is knowledge. What you tell me ain't always the truth. So I need to find out for myself. I'm a truth teller. Why? Because I know how important it is that you tell the truth. Story for that too, but I learned the hard way. My knowledge of self and righteous living is my Gnosis of myself. Knowing myself through living it, experience it. I ain't got to tell you I believe it. I can tell you I know it. Believe, here we go. Now, don't get a bunch at me. Belief means not knowing, not to know. If you believe something, that's because you don't know it. If you know something, you ain't got to believe it no longer. When belief is here, no one ain't in the room. When no one show up, oh, belief got to go. Why? You no longer need it. Common sense. We know the difference of belief. Why? Believing what you was told, aka religion. Religion, aka the well-dressed lie. Right there. Right there. If there's a chink in your armor, you gotta check out your armor. Why? Because if there's a lie, there's a chink, and I can't really go with that. Why? I need the truth. I can go with the truth. I back the truth. But if there's a lie, that means Something's questionable because why? They don't need to prove anything to you. They just want you belief in what they're saying. Don't question. I can't go with none of that. None of that. I play all my students. Question me. Fact check me. Whatever you want to do. Don't just believe what I say. I appreciate the respect. But if you want to be sure for yourself, you don't say, well, my man said, well, Ma said, right there, said, no, you can find out for yourself. Everything I say and teach, you can find it. It ain't no mystery. Where we at now? Okay. I don't get why I don't get why a base religion is just what somebody say. How could you base all this on just hearsay? It ain't admissible in court, aka the belief system. Who came up with that? I know who, but if you following it, obviously you don't know. It ain't God. If a God-fearing man who teaching and living and showing you godly things don't follow what you claim to be a belief system, why do you think that is? I ain't got time to wait, but think about that. Put that one to the test. I'm a smart man. I'm not dumb by no stretch, but I don't fall for a belief system that only wants me rely on me to do is believe something. I don't do that. So if that's what you choose, that's a choice. Again, I don't knock it. That's what I do. Belief is just like emotions. Good servants, but bad leaders. My belief cannot lead me. I don't trust belief. Gnosis, I need to know. Belief can be influenced by what? The ego, and be led the wrong way. That's my point exactly. Belief can be manipulated. It can be played with. Truth is what it is. You can't tamper with Maya. You can't misunderstand Maya. You can't misteach Maya. You can't misinterpret Maya. No shape, form, or fashion. So anybody that's teaching and professing Maya has to teach them the same lines as everybody else. It won't change. It'll always be balance, reciprocity, justice, divine, all those good things in order. That's Maya. It don't change. Sorry about that. Once your third eye is open, it can't be closed. No going back. Who wants to? I'm done. The point of no return, aka Nihas. Once you reach the top of the pyramid, I can always come down to what? Bring somebody else up. Come down and help out. I can always come down. But certain people can only go so far up. My point with right thinking philosophy, which you can learn and master yourself, will get you to the top. Once your third eye is open, you won't go back to being ignorant. It won't happen. Why? Gnosis is what? Knowing. Belief is not knowing, but believing what somebody told you or written because of scripture. You're not right thinking. You're not the right thinking. Yeah, I can grant you that. Yeah. The third eye opening is what? Gnosis. Why? Now you know your higher self through what? Through spirits and knowledge and understanding of what you was told would be or should happen. Right thinkers are Gnostics. They're learning themselves with what? Knowledge of self, spiritual truth, so that they can live by, manifest, and use for themselves. That's what it's all about. Let me wrap this up. I got to go. I got some things I need to be doing, but I need to express this when I had a little brush. I didn't get that one out. Nobody in particular. I'm spiritually enlightened. Yeah. Why? Because I know myself, and I can't unknow myself. When you reach spiritual enlightenment, nihas, that's the highest level of enlightenment or knowledge of self that you can reach. You become God-like in consciousness. You become God conscious. You know that you and God are one. You are anointed. Christhood. I don't think Christ wanted to go back to being what he was before he became Christ. I'm just saying. Once you know who you are, you will never forget yourself. Well, unless you want to sell out. But then again, they don't go together. Why? Because if you know yourself, you ain't going to sell yourself out. Two different things. I did the sell out. You know what sell out is, okay? A person with knowledge of self can't sell himself out. He refused that one. It go against what he stands for, what he represents. Well, I know for me, they say everybody got a price. I'm just saying. Being spiritually conscious is knowing who you are, not knowing yourself spiritually is called unconscious or ignorant, same thing. But there's a word for everything that we do. So there's a manifestation for knowing yourself. And there's also the consequences of what? Not knowing yourself. So the choice is yours at all times. Going through life, watch this. On belief system is not right thinking. Don't care what nobody say. I'm not with that. Okay? That concept don't work for me. I need to know. I'm just saying, again, I need to know. So I take spiritual truth any day. Whenever you have a choice in life, and we do, all you gotta do is make the one that you feel comfortable with or be prepared to suffer the consequences of your actions for the one that you choose. If you pick the wrong box, when you box open, you find out then that you made the wrong choice. Until then, you just go about what you believe and what you feel is best for you and let the chips fall where they may. When I open my box, I'm going to be cool. Why? Because whatever come may, I'm good with that. Even if it ain't good. See, I got a problem with that. Why? Because I'm standing behind what I believe and what I know to be. So I'm good with that. If it's bad, I still got to go with it. I did it when I was selling drugs. When I was living wrong, I took the consequences. So doing good, whatever come with this, I'm willing to take that. Last one. I don't believe I know myself. With spiritual truths and living by them, I know myself. That's Gnosis, and that means at that point, there's no returning back to being ignorant. I know myself. Once you know yourself, you can't unknow you. I appreciate you tuning in. I got more for you. You got to do it.